Hey guys, this is Sylvie from Pilates and Yoga with Sylvie. I have a lovely relaxing session for you today. Starting off nice and gently. I call it Good Morning Yoga because we start off nice and gently and we're finishing off with a few rounds of sun salutations with a bit of added variation. So let's go ahead and start. All you need is yourself and your mat. Sit down right at the center of your mat. Take a position that feels comfortable, cross-legged. Maybe find your heels one in front of the other. Allow yourself to take a nice shoulder roll, relaxing the shoulders away, and then finding a length in the spine. Placing your hands where it feels comfortable, and then if you feel good about it, maybe close your eyes. It's up to you. And then finding a nice gentle rhythm of your breath as it flows in through the nose and out through your nose. To find a nice, calm, balanced place. It's a great way to find our balanced breathing. So if you wish, you can take a nice deep breath in for the count of 4. And a nice slow deep breath out for the count of 4. You do this breathing to your own counts. Allow yourself to maybe fidget around a little bit if you need to. See how deep you can drive the breath, allowing it to open up through the chest. Imagine the breath coming in like an arrow and just simply creating space. And then leaving the breath out like the arrow leaving out through the top of your head. And just another couple of breaths like that. Finding a bit of head space. Remind yourself why you're doing this. Do you just need a little break? Or do you find movement medicinal? Every single breath you go in a little calmer. And before we start moving, I'd like you to set yourself an intention. An intention of moving through the class with the best of your ability, to give yourself the honor, give your body the honor of physical movement and being mindful what you're doing with the movements. So whenever your mind starts to wander over things outside of the class, see if you can bring your attention back into the physical sensation of your body. Taking one more in breath. And on your next out breath, slowly allow your eyes to gently blink open. And then you can stay in the same position, or maybe just allow your legs to have a little movement if you need to. And let's start off with a gentle twist. So this is a great way to start to awaken the body. You're gonna couple it with a breathing exercise. So let your arms reach out in front of you in the in-breath, and on the out-breath, just reach your hands towards your shoulders. So just nice and gentle, it doesn't have to be rigid. So you're gonna let the shoulders roll back, keeping the length in the spine. We take an in-breath as we turn towards the right side, and as we breathe out, we turn to the left. So start off slow, breathe in, breathe out. So you can stay with this one, or we can use a bit more forceful breath on the breath out. So we breathe in, out, in, just like a washing machine. 2 more, 1 more, and slow down. As you come back to center, reach your arms towards the ceiling, inhale, exhale to relax your arms behind you, open your chest. Then breathing in to find the arms out in front of you, bring the hands towards the shoulders, relax your fingertips. And then inhale to slowly take a turn towards your left side, and then come back to the right. Start off nice and slow. Normalize the breath. And if you want to add on that bit of a more forceful breath that awakens you and your energy in your body, then you're going to push the breath out, in, out. So it comes out through the mouth, through the nose. 2 more. And slowly, just 1 more slow. Good, back to center. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, this time relax your hands out in front of you. And then slowly, maybe walk your hands a little further. You might curl in a little bit. Find your hands back to the center. Bring your legs out in front of you. Give your motion a shake. And then swap. So your opposite foot is going to come to the inside. So whichever foot was, almost the other way, was in front, bring it to the front. And let's find a little bit more movement in the body. So allow the arms to reach either side of your body. Take a lovely in breath, and then the right arm going to reach towards the ceiling. On the out breath, you take a side stretch. Gently plant your left palm into the floor, and the right arm reaching across, really long through the side of the body. Allow your arms to reach nice and far away from the center. So reaching right into the side of the body, exposing of the ribs and keeping the breath lovely and long into the ribs, into the rib cage and the belly. Breathe in, breathe out to reach the right arm up and let the left arm join, open up. Then let the right hand relax down the floor and then open, reach across through the left side of the body towards the right. So making the length in the body and creating that space. Head can relax, so you can have a little release through the neck. One more time, breathe in to reach. And this time, breathe out to relax your right hand, and you may walk your hand a little bit further and take the stretch a little bit deeper. If your sit bone can stay down, you might even bring the forearm down into the floor. But if it's too much for this side, just stay up a little bit. It's okay to keep your arm off the ground. So whatever feels right. I guess I'm looking up, looking down. And then next time as you inhale, reach both arms up towards the ceiling, like reaching towards the heaven, and then reaching through the fingertips, left hand down, maybe walk it a bit further away, and maybe a little bit of a deeper stretch as you reach across. So you see how you feel it down the left side of the body. Maybe take it a little deeper, play with it, open and breathe. Give yourself the opportunity to find the tight spots. Great work, finding the way back into the center. And then this time as you inhale, reach the arms up towards the middle. Let the right hand or the left hand relax behind you. And the right hand find the outside of your left thigh. Inhale into the chest and exhale to take a twist, looking behind you. If this one feels a bit too intense, you can rest your right hand down in front of you. Take one more in breath here. Breathe out, reach the arms towards the ceiling. And then find your left hand on the opposite side or the outside of your right knee, the right hand behind you. And then use your next out breath to twist. Look over to the left or behind your right shoulder towards the left. One more inhale. Exhale to find your way back to center. So let your hands relax out in front of you, inhale, and exhale to take a slow walk with your fingertips towards out in front of you. And just only go as far as you feel comfortable. So once you feel that it's too much, your lower back starts to pull, please stay right there. Let your neck relax, your upper back to open up maybe. You may bring the forearms down. Couple of nice big breaths in here. Opening up through the hips as we stay. One more in breath, breathing out to slowly walk your hands back to the center. And for the last time, we reach the arms up into towards the ceiling, and then reaching the arms behind you. Plant the hands down, fingertips towards the floor, open the chest as you press through the hips. Now you may stay here or you may press the hips a bit higher up, opening right through the front and opening the chest, squeezing between the shoulder blades. Tuck your chin and slowly release back and down. Great work so far, well done. So give yourself a little break by extending your legs out in front, and then keep your legs nice and long. When you're ready, pick up your left foot, bring the foot towards the bottom and tuck the foot in. So you're going to find the left foot tucked in towards the right thigh. So we're going to find the hands either side of your front leg, taking a lovely big in breath. Breathe out to slowly reach reach your hands or slide your hands either side of your right leg and see if you can tip from the hip and allow the upper body to slowly relax on the top of the right leg. Take an in-breath, and on the out-breath, slowly do the opposite. So you're going to roll yourself back up to the length of your spine. And we're going to do this again. Tucking the chin, roll down. You create a C-shape as you slide the hands, maybe even all the way towards the back of your foot. And then you're slowly going to roll yourself back up. Great job. One more time like this. Slowly lengthening through the back of the neck, tucking the chin in, maybe touch down through the forehead, or just stay a bit higher up if that feels better. Next time, as you inhale, let the arms reach towards the ceiling. And then if it feels comfortable, take a last little roll with the hands reaching further up the foot. Slowly release the arms down, slide the arms up. One more time, taking it nice and deep. Slowly roll yourself up. Allow the right hand to stay behind you and let the left arm reach up. Open one more time for the front and take a slow release. Let's do this on the other side. Left leg out in front. Pick up the right foot, tuck it in, and let the toes find the point towards the ceiling. The hands to find either side of your front leg. Breathing in, breathing out to slowly slide. So you tip from the hips. Once you feel that a little niggle in the lower back, you can stop there, that's okay. And then you inhale and exhale to slowly find and roll back. That's it. So rolling on the out breath, tucking the chin, moving in your own tempo. If you do find that it's a bit painful for the lower back, a slight bend in the knee is okay. And don't worry if you can't quite find a tuck with the right foot. Great job. So you can stay with this one, or you can let the arms reach towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale to slowly roll over. Inhale to roll yourself up. Keep the curve for as long as you can. Lengthen as you reach your arms. And slowly release down. This is your last one. Great job. So just reach those arms towards the ceiling. And then let your left hand find the floor behind you. Let the right arm reach up and point the toes away, open through the front. Great work, well done. Let's find our way into a windscreen wiper. So you're going to find your feet just about wider than your hips. Allow your hands to find comfort behind you so you can gently lean back. Let the shoulders relax away from the ears, long through the spine. Take an inhale to let your knees roll towards one side to the left. Look over to the right. And then breathe out, bring the knees back to the center. And allow your knees to stay away from each other. So you need that space between the thighs, between the legs. So always the knee that's in the middle gonna dip towards the floor. So we're moving through the hips, through the lower back. Good. Now next time, as we're rolling our way across towards your right side, I'd like you to stay here and then lean all the way across. Bring your shin perpendicular with the little edge of your mat, and then we're gonna take a gentle, almost we call it easy pigeon. So simply allowing our body to lay across on the top of this shin. So the back leg is bent, the front leg is bent, and we're simply relaxing down. Taking one more in breath. On the out breath, we're slowly going to reach the right hand behind us, bring the left hand behind, and then roll yourself across. Then you bring the left knee in line perpendicular with the little side of your mat, little end, and then slowly relax down as far as you feel comfortable. So you might be up here if you feel a bit tight through the hips. You may be all the way down. One more in breath, one more out breath. We're going to do one more round. So the right arm reaches across. Once you find the ground, bring the leg across, perpendicular with the mat, and then come all the way down. You can bring this little knee in a little bit closer. Relax your forehead down even if you can. Find a point that works for you. There's no rules here. There's nothing wrong with staying up a bit. You're still tipping forward from the hip. And before we go on the other side, just let your right hand find a place in front of the right knee and allow the left arm to really open up and find a nice extension of your spine. So the shoulder blades come toward each other. Relax your hand down, and then let's take it across to the other side. So you're gonna find the shin parallel, knee comes a bit in, nice and easy pigeon, into your hips. Relax into it, nice and deep breath. One more, and then as you lift up, left hand in front, right arm open, so draw the arm across your heart space and up, and pull the arm open, just open. Breathing in, breathing out to release. Great work, well done. So bring one knee on top of the other, and then find your position in on your sit bones. So let your sit bones find a place that feels comfortable. Feet about hip width apart, lengthening through the spine. Allow your hands to hold the back of your thigh. Take a beautiful in breath, and on your next out breath, you're going to draw your attention to the lower part of the belly. So we start to warm into the core. So see if you feel comfortable. See if you can bring one foot off the ground, closer towards your chest, hand on shin, and then the other one. So you may be leaning back a little bit. See if you can bring the knees close to the chest so you're balancing on your sit bones. That's it. So this itself already starts to engage core muscles, lower abdominal muscles. If you come with me, you're going to just take it a little bit further towards a half bird pose. So you're going to bring one leg out and then the other. The feet can be together or hip width apart, it's up to you. And then see if you can maybe reach the arms one by one, leaning back slightly, tucking the tailbone under and bracing through the core. Great. One more nice in breath. And then breathing out, relax the foot one by one down towards the floor. Great. So you're going to find the feet hip width apart, the arms behind you. So you can turn the fingers out to the side or point the fingers towards the bottom. It's totally up to you. We're going to let the shoulders pull away and open. So you're going to do a nice little opening through the front of the body. Take an in-breath, on the out-breath, press into the hands, push your heart, your chest forward, and then look up only just as far as you feel comfortable. Good, release. You can stay with this one. If you're coming with me next time, you're lifting up through the heart, through the chest, and you may press into the hands a little harder, into the feet, and let your hips drive off the ground, creating a little tabletop. Slowly release the hips back and down on the in-breath, and let's do two more. On the out-breath, press into the hips, lifting up nice and high, squeezing between the shoulder blades, and release. So just for a safe neck, you can tuck your chin in. If you feel comfortable and for the ability, you can allow the head to hang back. Good work, well done. Slowly release back and down. And we're just going to do one on each side. If you'd rather leave this out, just keep your hips down. So we're going to do one more each side, lifting up into one arm. So keep your right hand behind you. Let the left arm reach up. So you may reach a little further back so you can keep the strength in between the hands. Breathe in, breathing out. Press into the hand, press into the feet. Lift your hips off the ground and press all the way up as you reach that arm, the left arm up and away, opening deeply through the front of the body so you can feel that you may even be able to hip higher. Breathing in and breathing out to slowly release the hips. Find your left hand a bit further away from the shoulder. Anchor it down, and then let's do the other side. Right hand reaching across. Inhale, exhale to press into the hand and drive up, reaching that arm nice and far away. Maybe look at your fingertips if that feels comfortable. One more inhale, and exhale to release your hips down and find the floor. Great. One more before we come up to standing. Bring your knees and your feet together and come into a kneeling position. You can face the side or face me, it's up to you. So in the kneeling position, we found your eagle arms. Allow your arms to reach towards the ceiling on the in-breath. On the out-breath, your arm's going to come down and the right arm going to reach underneath the left. So you're going to try and bring the right elbow underneath the left elbow and see if you can connect your fingers. If this one seems a little bit too much, just come a little bit higher up, cross the forearms and bring the back of your hands toward each other. So that's a bit of an eagle rep here. So let the shoulders relax away, and then finding the stretch down the back of the shoulders. You're sitting back on your heels. Option is to find any other seated position that works for you. So take a beautiful in-breath, and then as you breathe out, see if you can bring a little bit of length into the arms, reaching the fingers towards the ceiling and finding a bit more stretch. And then we're going to do a little curl on the out breath. So you're going to bring the elbows in towards your chest. And you're going to curl the upper body in so we can bring the hands towards the floor. And you're going to do this one more time. Breathing in, reaching the arms towards the ceiling. Maybe even lifting up with the heart, like taking a little cow. And then breathing out, curling in, tucking the chin, opening the shoulder blades. Close your eyes or soften the eye gaze. One more like this. Breathing in, you may lift up. Breathing out and curl completely in, running through the whole of the back body. As you find your way back to center, just hold it for a little bit longer. And then find a bit of a side-to-side action. Bring the hands across towards the right. And then across to the left. So slight movement through the shoulders. But the hips stay nice and steady. Nice and stable. And then finally you bring the arms across to the right. Draw a little circle towards the right. So from the right to the left. And then you're going to bring it back from the left to the right. Beautiful. One more back to the center. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, release. Bring the hands behind you. Open the chest. Leave the chest open. Great. Well done. So let's do the other side. If you do need to have a little sit up, maybe just allow your toes to tuck under and sit back to have a little release. And then find your way back to the seated position. And then we do your left side. So inhale the arms up. Exhale and find your left arm underneath the right. So remember, above the elbow or below the elbow, find your bund. Allow your fingertips to come toward each other. And then let your shoulders relax away. So you feel a little bit limited, restricted through the front of the body. But the back of the body is super open and you feel the stretch opening for the back. So let the breath guide you. Inhale. Exhale and draw the fingertips towards the ceiling. So almost like someone's pulling your arms up towards the ceiling. You may look up. And then as you breathe out, curl in. So you let the belly pull in. The lower back expanding. The chin tucks and the curl in. Fingertips towards the floor. One more time. Just stay seated back. Just practice the arms. Reaching up. And then slowly releasing down. Tucking and rounding for the whole of the back body. You may take it a little further. So you may reach... lift your hips off the ground and reach your feet up into a proper cow, passing the hips forward, extension to the front of the hips, and then we're going to flex the hips by curling, and you can keep your bottom off the ground, fully curling. Find your maximum, 2 more like this. Reaching all the way up, pressing into the fingertips, opening through the front, and then slowly releasing down, tucking the chin in. One more time, opening and lifting. Releasing and curling, stretching through the back of the body and spine. And then as you find your way back to center, you can stay seated back. Let's do side to side towards the left and the right. Slightly movement through the shoulders, you feel even deeper stretch. And then bring it across to the left, down and over to the right, up. And again, left, down, right and up. Good. One more. Change direction, so from the right to the left. And then as you find your way back, release your arms, reach up and behind. How do your shoulders feel right now? Open for the front. Touch down for the fingertips. Tuck your chin in and slowly roll yourself back. Great work. Find your full point kneeling position for me. Hands on the shoulders, knees underneath your hips. So before we come up to standing, a little bit more. Shoulders back and down, breathing in on your out breath. Allow your front leg, whichever leg is in front, so your right leg out to the side, pose facing the front of the mat. Take an in breath, and as you breathe out, push your hips back towards your heels, relax your head towards the ground. Breathing in and calm forward, feel the length through the inner thigh, breathing out and push your hips back. Good, so just another couple like this. Now if you want to take it a little bit to the next level, you're going to reach your arms out in front. And as you come forward, you're going to come into downward or outward facing dog. So let the hips come towards the floor as you look up. And you're going to drop the hips back again. Allowing the upper body to be long. Stretching through the top of the foot as well. And see if you can keep the foot on the ground as you drop the hips forward. Good. Now just push your hips back. Stay there for one lovely full breath. And on your next out breath, slowly allow yourself to lift up to full point kneeling position. Reset, bring the knee in. Take an in breath. On the out breath, reach the right arm up and across towards the ceiling. Allow the stretch to open up through the front of the body. Breathe out to relax your hand back and down and change to the other side. Breathe in to reach. Breathing out to relax. Great job. Now you come back here and you're going to extend the same leg out to the side. Now inhale and open the right arm. So right arm, open the right leg out. Bring the right fingertips towards your temple. Breathe in and then breathe out to turn towards the floor and see if you can bring the right elbow towards the floor next to your left hand. You're going to open up on the inhale. So a bit of a spinal work here, spinal rotation. And closing the out breaths. Can you touch your right elbow towards your left hand, towards the floor? Ooh, 2 more like this. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Last one here. And then there, just touch down. For the last one, you're going to take a nice in breath to reach the right arm up and out breath as you bring the hand down and the leg back to center. To relax your right wrist, or the left wrist, I'd like you to pick up the left hand and then maybe just let the back of the hand come towards the floor, or just take a little roll through the left wrist. Let's do the other side. When you're ready, hands into the floor. Bring the left leg out to the side. Plant the outside edge of the foot down. Breathe in and breathe out to press those hips back. Lengthen, maybe reach the fingertips further. And then allow yourself to rock forward and then push back. So again, it's okay to stay here if you feel comfortable. Coming into an upward facing the kind of movement as you let your hips push forward, open through the hips and lift your chest. And then pressing the hips back. Now this one is quite strong on your lower back. So if you've got any issues with your lower back, just stay with the rock forward and back. And let's just do one more. All the way through, this left leg is extended on the side so you get the deep sensations opening through the hip and inner thigh. Pushing the hips back. Stay there for one more in breath. Breathing out to find your hips right back to the center. Take an in breath to reach the left arm up towards the ceiling. Press down through the right. Open, nice and strong. Relax the left hand down. Open the right. Relax down. This time left leg out, left arm open and keep the body super, super open and strong through the spine. Fingertips come to temple. You breathe in, breathe out to turn towards the floor, and can you touch the right elbow or the left elbow towards the right hand. And again, opening up, breathing in, breathing out. So if you can't quite touch down towards the floor, go for the forearm. Or just reach towards it. This is your body, your ability. You need to be able to breathe. Strong connection with the right hand towards the floor, lengthen the left leg, and then next time just open up, breathing in, reach the arms up, breathing out to touch down. And then you may sit back as you take a release for the right hand, so you either press it into the floor or just take a simple roll. Great work, well done. Find your way back, full point kneeling, breathing in, breathing out, tuck your toes under, let your knees lift and push up into downward facing dog. So you're going to find the feet hip width apart also, heels towards the ground, maybe a little bit bending the knee if you find that your lower back is hurting. And then the arms nice and long, spread those fingers, make sure you've got loads of space and you relax it through the upper body, drive the elbows towards the knees or the belly button. Great. Take a little walk through the legs on the inhale. And as we exhale, let the knees bend and slowly walk towards the front of your mat. So we come towards the standing face. Let the shoulders relax away, the head just hang. Inhale to find your kneecaps or just underneath. Flat back extension. Exhale, release back and down. Inhale, knees bend. We slowly roll up, circle the arms overhead. Palms together. Exhale to find your hands down to your heart center. Shoulders relaxing away. Say good morning to your body. Ready for just a few rounds of sun salutation as the highlight of our yoga session today. So take a nice in-breath. Let your arms relax by the side of the body in Tadasana, allowing your palms to open up. You may bring your feet together if you feel comfortable and got the balance with the big toes together. Draw your pelvic floor up, your belly button towards the spine. And then let's start with your first round of classical Surya Namaskar sensation. Inhale your arms up and overhead. Exhale into Uttanasana, so let your hands find either side of your feet or just in front, forehead to floor towards the thighs. Inhale, flat back extension. Fingers can be on floor or on the shin. Exhale, relax back and down and take a knee bend. Step your right leg back into a lunge. Right knee comes into floor. Inhale your arms up into a low lunge. Exhale to relax your hands back and down. Tuck your back toes, step back to downward facing dog. Hips are high, drive the tailbone up to ceiling. Breathe into slowly, roll yourself forward into plank. Knees down if you need to, lower down, crocodile. Into cobra, pull the shoulders back, elbows close to your rib cage. Inhale, exhale, release down, tuck toes. Lift hips and knees back to downward facing dog. Inhale, you may lift your right leg if you feel comfortable towards the ceiling. And then bring the right knee towards your chest as you step through into a lunge. Left knee into ground. Inhale your arms up, reach towards the ceiling, open through the front, exhale down. Tuck your toes, lift the back knee, and step your feet in together into your forward fold. So you breathe in, lifting up through the heart, heart back extension. Breathing out, lower all the way back and down. Inhale, knees bent and slowly rise towards the ceiling. Find your length and let your hands slide down to your heart. Breathing in to reach. How long can you reach? Breathing out, dive into it. So you're going to keep your little bend in the knees as you drive forward. You may keep that bend in the knees to keep your lower back safe. Inhale, flat back extension. Exhale to relax down, knees bend, left leg steps back into a long lunge. Let the left knee come down. Relax your foot, inhale up. Draw the tailbone under and feel the strength in the back hip. Relax your arms down, hands touch down. Lift the back knee, step back, downward facing dog. Can you drive your hips a little higher? Slowly roll yourself forward. You're going to keep your elbows close as you lower down, knees down if you need to, chaturanga. You can take a cobra, or you may take an outward facing dog. Relax down, toes tuck. Back up into downward facing dog. This time you lift your left leg as you inhale, three-legged dog. Come up onto the right toes and bring the left knee to chest. Step through into lunge. Anchor the left foot, bring the right knee to ground. Inhale your arms up, reach, lengthen. Exhale and release. Tuck your back toes. Lift the back knee and step your feet together. Take a nice in breath, place your hands onto your shin. Breathing out, relax down. And then let your knees bend to slide up into standing. Allow your hands to find your heart. So moving on, Surya Namaskar A. Let the arms open up on the in-breath, reach the arms towards the ceiling. On the out-breath, hands to floor, Uttanasana, forward fold. Breathing in, lift your heart, flat back extension, hands to shin if you need to. On the out breath, as you bend your knees, let your right leg step back into a lunge. And then bring your left leg back as well, so you're in a plank position. Slowly lower yourself down into crocodile, elbows stay close. You can take a cobra or up dog, swings if you need to. Open the heart, inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Let your heart lift, take an in-breath. You may reach the right leg up towards the ceiling. Bring the right knee towards your chest. Step the right leg through. Lift through the back leg and step your feet together. Relax into Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back extension. Exhale, lengthen the back of the legs. Inhale, knees bent as you roll yourself up the ceiling. And relax your hands down to your heart center. One more round, breathing in to open and reach. Breathing out, slowly slide and dive. Feel the breath releasing out of the body. Inhale, flat back extension. Exhale, knees gonna bend. Step your left leg back, hold plank position. Right leg back into plank. Take that slow roll all the way down. That's it. Now if you can, tops of the feet into the floor and lift up. Remember, it's okay to pull back a bit. Downward facing dog. Hips high. Left leg lift up high on the in-breath. On the out-breath, knee to chest, step through into lunge. Lengthen out, feeling the strength in the right leg. Step your feet together. Inhale to lift up into tabletop. Or a flat back. Exhale, relax. Inhale and rise all the way up towards the ceiling. Exhale and release. Surya Namaskar 2. Arms relax. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale and relax back into the floor. So bending the knees if you need to. Inhale, flat back extension. Exhale, relax, bend your knees. Step your right leg back into a nice long lunge. And step your left leg back into plank. Lower yourself down. Lift yourself up so you can stay on the floor. You can lift out of the floor, cobra or up dog. Back up into downward facing dog. This is where we're going to change. So on the in-breath, take your right leg up towards the ceiling. And then let the right knee come towards your chest. Step through into a lunge. Turn your left foot, the back foot out 45 degrees. And on the in-breath, lifting up into warrior one. So you find your stance, reach your arms towards the ceiling, hips to the front. Relax your hands down on the out-breath and step back to downward facing dog. Great. Slowly roll yourself forward into your plank. Go all the way down, chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra, lift the chest. Pushing the hips high, downward facing dog. Left leg, reach up towards the ceiling, open the hips. Left knee to chest, step the leg through. Right leg toes turn out. Inhale, lift up into warrior one. Exhale, relax the hands back and down. Let the back foot to turn around and step back to downward facing dog. Great, well done. Slowly, mindfully bend your knees or roll yourself or extend your legs. Roll yourself forward into plank. Lower down for your vinyasa. Open up for the front of the body. Inhale. Exhale back to downward facing dog. So when you're ready, bend your knees back, look forward and step your right leg free. And then we're going to step the left leg free. Uttanasana. Allow the body to fold. Inhale, hands to shin. Exhale, relax down. Inhale, lifting up through the arms through the spine and down into your prayer position. So take a little break here. Take a couple of breaths in. We've got one more challenging round. We're going to use the same sun salutations B, but we're going to add on our eagle. So when you feel ready, take a rest with the arms. Open the chest, open the heart. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, circle down, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, hands to shin. Exhale, hands to floor, bend your knees, step your right leg back. And then step your left leg back into your plank, lower down, chaturanga, a bit of vinyasa to strengthen, keep your elbows in. Up dog or cobra, inhale. Exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. So we're coming into your first variation. So the right leg going to lift up on the in-breath, three-legged dog. And on the out-breath, drive through, bring the right leg through. Turn the left foot out, lift up into warrior one. Take an in-breath, lifting up. On your next out-breath, I'd like you to relax back and down, pick up the back heel, and then find your high lunge. Take a beautiful in-breath, breathe out, step your foot in, and then find your arms back and down. So you're going to bring your right arm underneath the left to find your eagle arms. Allow your right leg to fold across on the top of the left to find your eagle legs. So we practice the eagle arms, right arm underneath, and if you wish to go with the legs, the left leg is going to cross. So you can touch your toes down, or some of you may be able to curl right around. Allow your knees to bend, or the left knee to bend, and then find that curve, that strength in the legs. Squeeze the inner thighs toward each other, soften your eye gaze, lengthen and reach the arms up, breathing in, breathing out to release. Allow your the right foot to touch down. Take a long step back with your left leg, so you are in that high lunge again. Reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Now you may be able to press that left heel into the floor and extend through the front of the body, through the front leg, and take a little tip forward from the hips. Let the hand touch down, bend the front knee, step back to downward facing dog. Good, so we're going to slowly roll ourselves forward into plank. Breathing out to release down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, pushing the hips high, down dog. We're going to go again. This time, breathe in and allow your left leg to reach up high. You're going to bring this left knee towards your chest. You're going to step the left leg through. Allow the right foot to open up, 45. Inhale your arms up. Warrior one. Hips facing forward, look up if you can. Pick up the back here so you're coming into that high lunge. And then feel the strength in the back leg. So the leg is nice and straight, the front leg is bent. Breathe in, breathe out to touch in, and relax your arms. As you relax the arms, find eagle arms. Your left arm is going to come underneath the right. Do the wrap. You can stay here, you can pick up the left leg and wrap the left leg around the right thigh. And then if you want to come a little deeper, bend that standing leg. And then maybe reach the arms a little higher. One more beautiful in-breath. Breathing out to relax your arms, relax your leg. That's it. And take a long step back with your right leg. So we're coming into a high lunge. Lifting up, bending the front knee. And then let the back here touch fast and straightening through the front of the body. If you can tip forward from the hips, you can relax your hands on your hips. Feel the stretch down the back of the legs as you slowly lower down. Bend your front knee, step back to downward facing dog, hips high. Breathe in to slowly roll yourself forward. Last time, breathe out, lower down. Inhale to lift. Exhale, drive high. Great job, well done. Take an in breath. On the out breath, slowly lower your knees down towards the floor. Let your hips sink back down into your child's pose and reach your fingertips a bit further forward. Give yourself a couple of breaths at least. Find a bit of release. And we're just going to finish with a gentle twist to neutralize your spine. So whenever you're ready, slowly, mindfully, roll yourself up so you are going to find your hips just above your knees. Take an in-breath to reach towards the ceiling. On the out-breath, sit back on your heels. Reach your right hand behind you and bring the left hand on the outside of your right thigh. And then inhale to reach your arms up. Exhale, bring the left hand behind you, the right hand across to the outside of your left thigh. Two more like this. Breathing in to reach, press the hips forward. Breathing out, twist as you twist. Bring the hand across and you're going to press against your thigh, look behind. Reaching up one more time on the inhale. Exhale. If you can't quite get your thigh, just allow the hand to find a place in front. You can touch down through the fingers. Good. One more time. Inhale to lift. Exhale, place your hands onto your lower back. Let your hips open up, the chest open up as you press the hips forward. Taking the release as you inhale, sit back on your heels and let your legs come around. Allow your right leg or the legs to be extended. The right foot gonna come towards your bottom. Take an in-breath as you bring the knee towards your chest. On the out-breath, bring the right hand behind you, lift out of the ground and let the left elbow find the outside of the right thigh. Press against it as you inhale and exhale to take a twist behind you. Take a couple of breaths in here. So we're neutralizing the spine through the twist and we start to calm down after the hard standing work. One more in breath. Breathing out to release. And then let's find our way the other side. So you maybe shake, bring the left knee in, left hand behind you, right arm, right elbow into the left thigh, and then gently press against your inhale, exhale to twist. You do have the option to hug the knee in if that feels more comfortable. Otherwise, use your elbow to press against the thigh, and as you drive your eye gaze behind you, see if you can stay long through the spine. A little pressure with the hand into the floor. One more in breath. Use your next out breath to slowly release back. Great work, well done. Push your legs, you can face me. If you rather take a little lie down, that's okay. Otherwise, you're just gonna finish with a few more breath in, a little release to let yourself find a calm place. So place your hands where you feel comfortable. You can even keep them right in front of your heart center with the palms toward each other. You can let them rest in your lap. If you are lying down, let your legs roll out, your palms face up, and simply find a place where you can relax. So you want to feel comfortable. If you've got a bit of a niggle in your hips seated, just take a lying position, maybe lie on your side. Allow yourself to connect with that breath again. Sometimes when we start to work a little bit more vigorously, we lose that connection. So we want to make sure that you're really feeling that releasing. The releasing of tension out through your breath. So all you're doing now is allowing your body to rest after the physical movement. And the challenge is to take a rest through the mind. Because as human beings, we have thousands of thoughts coming through a day. Maybe take a little body scan, keeping your mind on the bodily sensations. So breathe in, feeling your toes, feeling your calves, your knees. And check out how your thighs are feeling. How does note the hips behaving today? Not the spine, the lower back, the most problematic area for loads of us. When you breathe into it, feel the expansion of the breath. Then a little further up into the belly, chest area, to the back of the body, the upper back, the shoulders, and down the arms into the fingers. Be in touch with your body. Listen to the little signs it may send you from time to time. And allow yourself to relax. Allow yourself, give yourself permission to just be. You don't always have to be productive and do things. In fact, the less things we do, the most productive we are. We're going to take 3 more nourishing deep breath in. Make sure that all of them are feeling super, super deep. Maybe use that magic breath count, breathing in for the count of 4 and breathing out for the count of 8. Opening your mouth and almost sighing to find that relief. One more time, breathing in and breathing out. When you feel ready and able to, you can stay down if you lie down on the ground. You can make your way up, it's up to you. Otherwise, allow your hands to find your heart center. Let your shoulders relax away. Take a beautiful in breath. Release on the out breath. With all the force in my hands, with all the knowledge of my mind, and with all the love in my heart, I respect the soul in you. Whenever you're ready, allow your eyes to gently blink open. And let's bow one to another. Namaste. I'd like to say thank you for doing this class with me. I'm hoping you taking all the benefit that you need from it today. If you'd like to see any similar content on the channel, please let me know. We also have some Pilates on, so check out all the other videos and see what you think. Let me know what you'd like to see in the next upcoming videos. If you haven't done it yet, please do not forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.